Hey, Mr. Pastor. Got me getting married. Well it's time for Christmas, the only Christmas. It is time to sing a song of joy. It's time for Christmas, the only Christmas. It is time to celebrate.
Traveling to Liberia and want a shuttle service that is convenient, comfortable, and reliable? The name is LIB Executive Shuttle. LIB Executive Shuttle takes away the burden of commuting from the RRA and other parts of Liberia, as our fully air-conditioned vans with free Wi-Fi service perform the magic. Our services include luxury private and shared ride options, scheduled airport services, business or corporate travels, daily hired in and around Monrovia, including Kakata, Banga, Ganta, Buchanan, Freetown, etc. Our excursion packages include field trips to Sunset Beach, Patawi Waterfall, Wuka Farms, amongst a host of others. For more information, contact us on our USA numbers 001-301-750-1336 or our Liberian numbers on 0770-072-614. Better still, 0555-002-615, or check our website on www.libexecutiveshuttles.com. LIB Executive Shuttle, let us do the driving for you.
S. Hamley Enterprises Limited, located at the Police Academy Junction, is a shipping agency ready to handle your goods from China to Liberia. We handle all from our warehouses in China. No need to stress yourself. We take care of your goods, and you can pick them up from our offices at the Police Academy Junction. We also sell solar products and can order solar grade of all sizes for you, and installations are guaranteed by our technicians. We also do professional t-shirt printing for all occasions. Contact us on telephone number 0880-340-117 or 0775-374-480 or our WhatsApp number 678-386-2499. It's Hamley Enterprises Limited, your shipping agency, ready to serve you.
Baby from Dubai, we go Congo. Inside my condo, we go dance to Suazonto.
No, you tell them, send you better hire. A jailer to say they swear you with a hoping business. When you pin a hole, you will die. In fact, I prophesy that you will pin the hole the very year, and that's the same quality pin you will use. People, whenever you want to pin your house, so make it low new money so it can't fail. Use a ZZ quality pin. ZZ quality pin can in all color, even more than some rainbow. You can get ZZ quality pin as a pin the rail and main road, Police Academy Junction. They open from Monday to Saturday, from 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening. Or you can call 0770-496-273 and 0770-496-274. Don't say I tell you, when you think ZZ, think quality.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends where in the world you are. Welcome to the nation's premier platform where we discuss the issues that matter. We come to you on 6 different platforms, Monday through Friday. And we're very glad to be here. Today is the 15th day of December 2021. The time in Monrovia is 7:31. The time in Delaware is 2:31. And we're very glad to be here. Good morning, Buakai.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. Another brand new day for us again. We'll be here serving you breakfast.
Good. So yesterday, I came across. I watched some of Julius Jazz program on OKFM, and Julius Jazz played a clip, an audio clip of President Weah. I believe it was when they were doing the groundbreaking for that the Invisible Park.
Yeah.
Yes. Right there. For those of you who do not know where that is, isn't that right there at the foothills of the Springs? Yeah, that's correct. The James Spriggs Ping Airport, right there. Rototown. And so Julius Jebb played the clip. If I even asked him for it, he must have forgotten to send it to me. But he played the clip. So yes, there is indeed the clip where the president said that it's invincible, not invisible. The park is not invisible. There's a difference between the words. There's a difference between the words invisible and invincible. Invisible means something you cannot see. It's invisible. Invincible means something you cannot beat, something you cannot overcome. It's invincible. So invincible, that's the name of the park. So Mr. Weah said that he was building this park out of his own pocket.
Yeah.
I heard the clip. Julius, you should. Julius played it yesterday. But then, when the draft budget was submitted, which is currently before the legislature being debated, of course they're just wasting our time. They're fooling themselves, thinking that they're fooling us. They act like they're scrutinizing the budget. They never scrutinize the damn budget, Buakai. They pass it as is. Then we see in the budget, Buakai, in fiscal year 2022, which will begin on January the 1st, what do we see, Buakai?
Yeah.
We see it's $500,000 in the budget.
Yeah, allotted for it.
That is correct. Brother Terrence Akol, what's up? What's up, my brother? Compliments of the season to you and your family. Good friend of mine. We see in the budget, Terrence, they've got $500,000 in the budget for 2022 because Liberia has changed its budget period. Our fiscal period used to begin June and end in July. But now we are adopting the new fiscal period with the rest of West Africa, which begins in January and ends in December. Now, why do they keep saying I'm low? Am I low, folks?
For me, you are loud and clear.
Exactly. If I'm low to you, then that is not my fault because I'm loud enough. So they've changed the budget year. We're moving to the West African budget year from January to December. So when this budget passes, it's going to begin in January and end in December. Now, Mr. Weir said the budget, the Invincible Park, you know, George Weir used to play for RE, Invincible 11. That's what RE stands for, even though some people say Invisible 11. You can see the team. It is not invisible. It is invincible. There's a difference between invincible and invisible. So Mr. Weir gets up and says, I am building this sports park. They've got a number of volleyball courts, basketball courts. They're going to put a football pitch there as well, and other things that they're going to put there, and all that kind of stuff. Mr. Weir say it's his personal project. The project is his personal project. Then the draft budget gets submitted. What do we see in it? I'm going to go read for you. It is in the budget for the first year, 2022. Oh, I mean, why would a president lie like this? Why would the president of a country lie like this in this manner? I mean, the man is hurt, but I need to play the audio so people can hear it. Contact Julius, man. Let Julius just send me the thing. He must have forgotten. He played it yesterday on his show. In the budget, under Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, it is stated here very clearly. Code, the project name, the government of Liberia funded projects. It is stated very clearly. I'm reading from the budget. Verbatim. Bookman says word for word. Verbatim. 0720. Invincible Sports Park. Fiscal year 2022. 500,000 United States dollars. 500,000 United States dollars for the Invincible Sports Park. Fiscal year 2022. Fiscal year 2023. Next year, the year after next, they also have it here. 400,000 United States dollars. Bringing it to a total of 900,000 US dollars. Fiscal year 2024, 320,000 US dollars. What?
Yeah.
When you add all these figures up, $500,000 in 2022 budget, $400,000 in 2023 budget, and $320,000 in 2024 budget. You add all these three sums, it comes to a total of $1,220,000 US dollars. Fellow Liberians, why would the president of the republic lie to us that he is personally funding this project, when indeed, to the contrary, the evidence points to the contrary, that the project is being funded by the Liberian people through their national budget. But I want you to please try to tell me, why did we lie in such a manner? Why should the president tell such a bold-faced lie that this is his personal project, that he's paying for it out of his pocket? Then we see the budget, the project in the budget.
So now let me come in.
Please try
Yesterday,
maybe you know.
Yesterday on the same show, the Minister of State with our portfolio, Chokonkui, called in and said there was no such allotted for the Invisible Park.
Wait. All right, stop.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to that part of the show yesterday with Julius.
I
Are
mean, because
you saying?
let me conclude. Let me conclude. I come in.
Oh,
So he said there was no such money allotted for that particular project. After he got quizzed several times, later on he someone sorted. He said, "Oh, I haven't read the entire budget, so I don't know if it is there or not." So
wait, I gotta stop. I beg you.
mm,
Trogon Kui, for those
Yeah.
of you who do not know, he's one of George Weah's boys. Trogon Kui is the director of that project. He's the manager of the project.
yes,
Trogon Kui is the manager of that project. So you saying Trogon Kui called into the show yesterday
yeah,
on Julius Jazz show on OKFM and said that there was no allotment in the budget for that project?
yes.
Wallahi. Go ahead. Jesus
So
Christ.
after he got quizzed several times, he said, "Oh, I haven't gone through the budget in entirety, so I can't really talk whether there's a money allotted for a blah blah blah." Then somebody from the Ministry of Finance called in on the show and said, "Yes, there's a money there allotted, but it was not meant for that project. It was meant for housing facilities. So it was a mistake on our part, the Ministry of Finance, to have placed that money there for that to indicate that it's for
Wait, hold on. This thing getting ugly. Are you saying that, to be honest, I didn't listen to that part of the show. Are you saying that somebody else called and said, look, we made a mistake? They made a mistake and put what, $1.2 million in the budget for a project?
Yeah.
Yaka, Jesus Christ. Trogon Kui is the project manager. He's a minister of state without portfolio. He works at the mansion. How can Trogon Kui say he does not know of any allotments for this project? It is not true. It is not true. They know very well. They put the money in the budget. They thought they could lie to us and say that, Joe, we are personal project, but whereas the project is being financed by us. I mean, Baga, why would the people lie like that? Baga, what's the essence of lying like that? I mean,
I don't know.
Lie to the country that this is your personal project when indeed the project has been financed through the budget? Why lie? Why? Was the president trying to boost his morale?
Yeah, but Costa, they want to change the phrase now, saying that the money is for housing project, blah blah blah. The
Okay,
project.
But let them change it. Let them remove it from the Ministry of State and remove it from under the project name Invincible Sports Park. Then remove it. That's $1.25 million. 1.220 million. $1,220,000 from 2022 to 2024. Then remove it. If indeed you made a mistake, and put the money in the budget for this project, then remove it. But the point is, okay, why lie?
That's the problem.
The same way Pisota lied that she does not know that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf receives or will receive $1 million for the Ellen Johnson Foundation in her budget, and the other Ellen Johnson Sirleaf project called Amuje, which is managed by her son James Sirleaf, that drunk, receives or is supposed to receive $200,000. How can you say, Pisota, as Minister of Gender, that you do not know that the single biggest allotment in your ministry's budget goes to somebody and you say you do not know? Why? Tell me. I mean, why do these people just lie? I mean, they just lie like there is no reason for them to lie in this manner, and they just lie when the evidence points to the contrary. I mean, what kind of lie is that?
No, because the problem is that we Liberians don't read, so they place everything in the budget. Even the lawmakers don't know that, but they haven't seen that particular portion of it. It was gonna be passed when journalists and other people haven't gone through it. There are certain things the lawmakers themselves haven't seen yet because the budget is a large document. They will not take up their time to say, oh, let me go through it one at a time. They will just do what they want to do and pass the budget. The lawmakers don't care. some of these things now journalists are putting it out in talk show hosts and people that take up their time to go through this particular budget are the one now bringing some of the fundings out. But the lawmakers don't care. All they know is that what's benefiting them, that's all they need to work on and pass the entire budget.
Well, I have a video here. Yeah. I have a video here of when he went to visit the last time. But I want to find out whether that's the video in which he said that he's going to that the project is his personal project. I don't know whether that is
So
it.
he was doing a groundbreaking ceremony.
He was doing the groundbreaking that he said that.
Yeah.
Oh, Waka, man. I mean, the presidency has to have some decency, man, Waka. The president cannot lie like that, man, Waka. How you going to lie and say this is my personal project? Then we know, you know why they're lying? That they don't know that the money in the budget? The reason they're lying is because the president has told a lie. A very, very embarrassing lie. A very, very embarrassing lie that this project is his personal project paid for out of his pocket. Now, they have to lie because the money is in the budget. But now they have to lie. They have to say, oh, we didn't know that there's money in the budget for the project. How can you put $1.220 million in the budget and say you do not know?
That's the
How
problem.
can you say that? Fucker, this is just criminal. This is the criminal behavior. This morning at 8 a.m., we will have Representative Francis S. Yumalin from Lopa County. He will be our guest on the program this morning at 8 a.m. Representative Yumalin is one of the few representatives that is against the ratification of the ArcelorMittal deal. The 25-year extension we seek, among other things, particularly to give away our port and our rail to ArcelorMittal to control for 25 years. He's against it. He will be our guest on the show this morning. And we are told yesterday from one of our credible sources, in fact, Sister Clara Malak, Sister Clara Malak, and of course, you know, she ain't afraid of nothing. She was at the Capitol building yesterday and collected some information and shared it with me yesterday. My own dear sister Clara Malak. She heard in the corridors of the legislature yesterday, Bwakai, that the lawmakers are ready to ratify the ArcelorMittal deal. In exchange, those of them who will vote for it will receive 50,000 United States dollars.
Look at
each.
that.
I'm going to repeat myself. I was informed yesterday very credibly that the lawmakers have agreed that the executive has secured enough votes to ratify the ArcelorMittal deal, giving ArcelorMittal our rail and our port for 25 years. I am waiting to hear from Yombli Kanga Lawrence. You know, she's a senator from Bassa.
Yeah, we need to invite her.
She doesn't need to come here. She needs to speak to the public. We need to hear where Yombli stands on this deal. We need to hear where Jonathan Kaipe. Why am I wasting myself on Kaipe? Kaipe is a useless guy. He takes money all the time. So I'm sorry. I take that back. Kaipe is a very useless guy. Kaipe is so useless that he takes money for everything. When they were voting against Kabina Janet, Kaipe took the money and voted to remove Kabina Janet. He takes money to do everything. So I'm sorry, I take it back. Kaipe is a useless guy. But the point I'm making is that we have not heard DeLong. Have you heard DeLong on this issue?
Nope.
Darius DeLong. We have not heard Darius DeLong on this issue. We have not.
Costa, for your information, according to a source there at ArcelorMittal, Darius DeLong, Nyombli Kanga Lawrence, and other lawmakers went at ArcelorMittal. According to them, they went to do some fact finding to see what.
Fact finding. What are they able to do? Well, let me. When you visit ArcelorMittal, you are not a mining engineer. You are not expert in anything that they do there. What kind of fact finding can a lawmaker carry out? Tell me, you boy, please tell me. Huh? Have they asked ArcelorMittal Why you have not employed the 25% Liberians in your top management? Why have you not met that quota to which you committed yourself in the mineral development agreement, the existing one? Have they asked them?
No.
Have they asked them why it's been 10 years or 15 years ArcelorMittal has not brought the concentrator to separate the low-grade ore from the high-grade ore in order so that Liberia may not be cheated? ArcelorMittal bundle us, they just bundle all the ore up and they valued all the ore at the same price because they are cheating us. I have not heard Senator Delon on the ArcelorMittal deal. I have not heard Yombli Ganga Lawrence. She is from Grand Bassa. Now, I guess some of you will say to us, oh, you're attacking them. This is not an attack. We don't care about their nonsense in their party. It is inconsequential to us. We don't give a damn. What we care about is them doing their work. We need to hear from Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence. She is from Grand Bassa County. These people are planning to give away the rail and the port to ArcelorMittal.
Yeah.
We need to hear from her. I mean, I'm not even talking about in her capacity as CPP, as one of the leaders of CPP, but in her capacity as senator representing the county in which the assets are. The assets they are supposed to give out.
Sure.
Where is the law? Why is the light not shining? The light. Is the light not seeing this ArcelorMittal deal? Where is Darius Delon?
Maybe they're getting dim small.
No, but listen, this is not an attack on them. I'm waiting to hear what Darius Delon says about this thing. Where is he? Where is Yombli? As I said, the reason I'm even mentioning the two of them because I have a modicum of respect for the two of them.
Yeah.
But I have no respect for Kaipe or for the other people. I don't. I don't. But the people I have respect for, some amount of respect, they are the people I'm holding accountable. They are the people I'm asking, where are they? Where are they? What are they saying? Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence, representing the great county of Bassa, are you satisfied with this ArcelorMittal deal? It is in your country. Darius Delon, why haven't you said anything? We're waiting to hear from you. Why? Are you satisfied? We know Darius Delon speaks to everything. He's posting on Facebook every day. Have you heard him? Have you read one post?
I haven't seen any post.
We are talking about lawmakers being offered $50,000 a piece. But where are they? We need to hear them publicly. It is important. Somebody say he spoke against it, but I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. And I'm talking about not just making a passing comment, but we know how Delon fights on issues in the Senate.
Yeah.
He does, not just some passive or passing comment. Something concerted, something strategic. This is important. If Delon spoke about it, fine. But Yombli, is he your county? What has Yombli said? This thing is serious. This thing is very, very serious. They want to give away our rail for 25 years. Now, there's a company called Solway. It is spelled Solway. Solway Mining. Okay, listen to this. The government of Liberia had given a portion of the area near ArcelorMittal to Solway Mining. Listen, this is interesting, Waka. Listen to this. The government had given a portion of this place to Solway Mining. Now, Solway Mining, ArcelorMittal has been very pissed off. Very, very pissed off with Solway Mining getting some of this area. ArcelorMittal claims that the land that was given to Solway Mining, the area that was given to Solway Mining, Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
The land that was given to what somebody is saying here. John Sobel says Dillon did not speak about it. He said they asked Dillon, he was on a local talk show, and they asked him about the deal, and he said he has not read the deal. So that does not mean he spoke about it.
Yeah, but we know him. Once it comes to when it comes to issues, national issues, we know him. He can be all on his Facebook page, posting
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it in the Senate, talking about it, even on local radio. But for me, I haven't seen a post from him yet concerning this particular deal. I
Ralph
haven't.
P. Williams.
Yeah.
Ralph P. Williams. I know you're one of my biggest fans, but don't piss me the hell off. Don't piss me off here this morning. He's saying I'm gonna bring Youngly and Dillon to public disrepute. Asking them to speak to a critical deal to tell us their position on it is what you call bringing them to public disrepute. I don't have to call Dillon and Youngly personally. This is something about the country. So don't piss me off here. Is that what you call public disrepute? Calling on them to speak on a very serious national issue? We need to hear their position on it.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
That's all we're saying. We're not saying they've taken money. That's not what we're saying. We have no evidence to say that. And I've said it yet. The reason I'm even calling on them to speak is because I still have a bit of respect for them. If it were not so, I would not waste my time to do that, to even call on them to speak out. If I did not still have a little bit of faith in them, I would not be calling on them to speak out. I still have faith in them. That's why they must speak out about it. That's why they must.
Mm.
But let me finish up on this thing here. Somebody just sent me that video of George Weah when he said he's personally paying for this project. Let me say something. Solway, and I want you to look it up. It's Solway. Solway Mining. So the government gave Solway Mining land in that area to do mining for iron ore. Now, ArcelorMittal has been claiming from day one that the land they gave Solway Mining encroaches upon their concession area. So ArcelorMittal hates Solway Mining. Now, the lawmakers and the government proceeded, brother, they ratified the Solway Mining deal.
Mm.
Now, guess what?
Yeah.
As part of this deal, I just learned yesterday that the government is going to move ahead to de-ratify the Solway Mining deal.
Wow.
To satisfy ArcelorMittal. Let me repeat myself. Perhaps you don't understand. There's a company called Solway Mining. Solway. They're a mining company.
And because I'm not cutting you off, I overheard saying that company is a Liberian owned. I don't
know.
know.
No, it is not Liberian owned. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It is owned by a guy from Estonia.
Oh, okay.
He is believed to have ties to people in Vladimir Putin's inner circle in Russia.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He's an Estonian citizen. Now listen, Bwakai, Solway Mining was given a concession area that ArcelorMittal has been claiming from day one encroaches on their concession area. ArcelorMittal has been saying, look, Solway Mining is here. The land you gave them encroaches on the concession area that we have.
Okay.
As part of this deal, the government has committed that they will de-ratify the Solway Mining deal. Are you listening, Bwagai?
I'm listening.
The Solway Mining deal that this government struck with this company called Solway Mining, owned by this Estonian guy, with known ties to friends of Vladimir Putin, the Russian president. They are going to de-ratify it. ArcelorMittal is so powerful that ArcelorMittal gets whatever ArcelorMittal wants.
Yeah.
Now, I don't give a damn about Solway Mining. I don't give a damn about them, especially the ownership of that company, known ties to allies of Vladimir Putin. I don't care about them. But the point is, the lawmakers were saying yesterday, and they confided in a friend of mine, one of them, that George Weah has asked them to de-ratify the Solway mining deal.
Look at that.
So all
Because
the money Solway mining spent, allowing them, and eventually getting a mineral development agreement signed and ratified into law is going to waste. Can you imagine that, Wagai?
Costa, don't you think
Ratifying the Solway mining deal because ArcelorMittal claims that Solway mining encroaches on a portion of their mining area. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, Wagai?
Yeah,
Just
Costa, don't
imagine.
you think the company from Guinea may likely be also when ArcelorMittal ready and say we want for you guys to de-ratify that particular deal because we don't want them to use our real? It can happen. Because it can happen once the people spending the money to get what they want, they will get it. Our lawmakers do anything to get their money in their pockets.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. So we are in trouble, folks. We are in serious trouble. ArcelorMittal is going to get what she wants. Somebody asked me yesterday, Ellen Johnson said he amended the ArcelorMittal deal when she came to power. At the time, it was just called Mittal Steel. They had not merged with the French steel giant Arcelor to become ArcelorMittal. Ellen was able to bring the deal up and revisit the deal and make some amendments, and she took back our port and took back our rail. Somebody asked a question, would the next administration, if it is not George Weah, would that administration be able to do the same thing, to amend the deal and take the port back and take the rail back? I said to the person, I am not a lawyer, I'm not an expert in this, but I don't think they will be able to do so. Here is why they said, but Ellen did it. Why wouldn't this government be able, why wouldn't the next government be able to do it? And I said, here is why I think. And I may be wrong. And if you know better, please tell me. The interim government of Judith Bryan was not a legitimate constitutionally instituted arrangement. That government had a limitation in terms of what it could do. In the Accra, in the comprehensive peace agreement from Accra that gave rise to the interim arrangement, that agreement said that the Judy Bryan government did not have the authority to do any deal that would outlive the administration. They were in power for 2 years. The Accra Accord said they should not do a deal that lives beyond the lifespan of the interim government. So the Bryan government did not have the constitutional authority to do such a deal. They did not have the authority even according to the Accra Accord, the peace agreement. So when Ellen came to power, she had the legitimate authority as a constitutionally elected president to review the agreement, and she could cancel the agreement because they didn't have the authority to strike such an agreement. So that was the reason why Ellen was able to do it. But unlike that, this administration of George Weah is a constitutionally duly elected and instituted government. And they can strike a deal that can outlive this government because they have the authority to do so. However, if the deal is found to be in contravention of the mineral development laws of the country, then the deal may be struck down by the next government. So there's little room here. Giving them the port and the rail may not be illegal. If the government chooses to give it to them, the government has authority to give it to them. So the next government may not have a lot of wiggle room here. They may not be able to take it away from them. No, they may not, because does this government have the legitimate authority? Yes, they do.
They do.
They have the legitimate authority. Who does the assets belong to? The assets belong to the state.
The state, the Liberian
The
people.
current managers of the state, the current stewards, the current people who run the state have the authority to give it away.
Yeah.
But also, the next government could say, ArcelorMittal has been in breach of the original agreement. ArcelorMittal has not hired the 25% employment quota of its top management as Liberian citizens. ArcelorMittal has failed to bring the concentrator. The concentrator is the machinery that is supposed to determine the different grades of iron ore. All iron ores are not of the same grade. They have different grades, and those different grades fetch different prices or different value on the world market. ArcelorMittal has failed to bring the concentrator because to do so would mean Liberia would get higher value, more money in terms of what they pay us. But they don't want to do that. So those are legitimate legal grounds for the government to even consider amending the agreement, because ArcelorMittal has failed fundamentally to live up to their end of the bargain. But that is a discussion for another day. We're going to go to the phone lines and take some calls. Before we do, I have here the tax payment receipt, property tax payment receipt for Mr. Pepsi Yeke. Pepsi Yeke is the director of the Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment. He's George Weah's boy. He was with George Weah all those years. He was not working, had nothing. The moment he became director of LACE, he's the one undertaking all the LACE projects, the community, those markets that they are building, and the low-income housing units. Pepsi Yeke is in charge of all of them. He's doing it. In 2020, specifically on June the 12th, 2020, Pepsi Yeke bought a house for nearly $500,000 in a place called Savannah, Texas. I posted the house, the picture of the house. I posted the address of the house. I posted the price of the house, how much he paid for the house, when he bought the house, everything, including pictures of Pepsi and his family in the house. Now I have the tax payment receipt. He pays $9,000 a year in taxes, real estate taxes, for that property. $9,000 United States dollars. It's a massive house, I think 5 bedrooms. It's two floors, and it's there in Texas. Now, Pepsi Yeke had no money. He bought a house 2 years in when they came to power. For those of you who know Pepsi Yeke, you know that Pepsi was broke. His wife, Kamina, she used to work at one of those commercial banks. And Kamina was fired. She was among the people who stole at the bank. The bank fired them. Pepsi's wife, she's a lawyer now, she was fired. After Kamina was fired from her job, the little money they had, they started a gas station. And I know Pepsi because I got to know him when I got to know George Weah. So Pepsi Yeke did not have a job. His wife used to work for a bank. And somebody please give me the information. Which bank did Kamina work for? Pepsi Yeke's wife. She was fired from her job. I need to know the bank, specifically which bank she used to work for. They fired Kamina. Representative Yuma Lee is trying to connect with us. He's having some troubles, but he will connect with us. Somebody said, what's happening to Mantuno? Is it working? UBA, thank you. I was not too sure, but that's what I heard. They said Kamina used to work at UBA. Okay.
Wow.
She was in a stealing scandal, theft. They stole the bank's money. And she and others were fired. They were even prosecuted. And afterwards, Kamina never got a job. Pepsi didn't have a job. And they set up a little business. They had a gas station right there opposite GSA Road Junction. And they had a little mini mart there.
So,
Yep.
you know, paying $9,000 for your property in the US after, you know, when this government finished.
And
all the-
Georgia appointed, I'm sorry about that. Georgia appointed Pepsi's wife, Kamina, who stole from UBA. She was appointed as the legal counsel for Local. Yes.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking, how would they be able to pay their tax after they have left this government? After
What? They will have enough money, I'm sure.
Because, we hope so, because paying $9,000.
But I take a few calls while I try to connect with Representative Humanly says he's having trouble connecting with us. Let me call him and try to give him some help. So you go to the phone lines and take some calls while I try to connect with him.
Okay, so folks, the phone lines are now open. Coming up 0770-102-102, 0886-010-383, 055-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. President Weah and his team lying to us about the invisible park, you know, saying that the money allotted for it in the budget, you know, the president said that he himself was going to fund it. It was going to be from his pocket. But now we are seeing money in the budget allotted for that same particular project. And some of his kids and other people are saying this and saying that. Let's take Pangomo Camara this morning on the show. Good morning, Pangomo.
Yeah, good morning, Baka Camara. Good morning, Costa. Good morning to the brown people.
Welcome.
You know, the education have been given to all. The education have been given to all. We should not allow. We should not allow. I'm asking all Liberians. I'm asking all Liberians. One of the poor men are sitting down on the cross here. I'm allowing all Liberians to stand up against the looter. The book of contract should not be found. The book of contract should not be found. The diaspora, the citizen who suffer on the job.
They will pass a deal, Pop. Don't hire it.
If it happens, our children's system will be gone. Because when Lango signed contract, Lango was working, people were taking $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, but Liberia. Many of the workers were Liberia. We should not allow to mortgage our free country. We depend on Liberia. They finish get what they get. They are telling them they are millionaire. After when you go buy a house, you pay $9,000.
Okay.
The tax. They
Let's
will
take another
know.
call, Baga.
Okay, Pangomo.
I know.
Pangomo.
Liberia should wake up.
Pangomo.
Look at the federal pass.
Okay, thank you so much, Pangomo. We send your number to somebody. The person said they will send you a Christmas gift.
I was saying Pagomo Christmas. Pagomo, na my own papa, Pagomo can celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
That's
that all.
Pagomo New Year.
The person say. The person
Pagomo, I
say.
just told you, you must celebrate Christmas. Christmas for everybody, Muslim, Christian, everybody. Christmas can celebrate. They can celebrate.
So
Let's take a look. We're trying to connect with Representative Yuma Lin. Yeah, he's a very vocal, very vocal lawmaker. He speaks out very strongly against issues that are not right, and he wants to share his position with us on this particular deal that is before them, pending a ratification by the legislature. Let's take a few more calls. Connecting.
Let's take DJ Lumer. DJ Lumer, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, my friend and brother Waka, and good morning to our leader, Henry Pedro Costa.
Good morning, my dear brother.
My brother, We are in a situation that we can no longer handle. With this government, I think we finish. Look, the people I told you from Niger State, you get the people 20 years said like, bro, go back in the dream. You know, President, we are that song that he's saying, Mr. Liar Man for himself. President, we are when he got into power, the first traveling that he did to go France, he said that his friends sent out money for him. At the end of the day, for all to go check the central banking order, he took money from there. And I mean was dismissed. The second thing, he lied to the Liberian people that have that far-town place where you were living before, where your grandmother was living. He was doing that project from your own pocket. You need to know that the Liberian government sponsored that project. Today, they are coming and say that invisible part, he's facing it from your own pocket. They are coming in the budget line. Yesterday, the minister was just
You listen to him, right?
What?
You listen to him on the radio, right?
Yeah, I listened to him. I followed the OKFM yesterday.
Okay.
And I thank to Julius, and Julius very pleased to them. When one minister came on and made it, he said, yes, and we said, looking at the budget line, we'll go by and revisit it. I said, fine. The other minister, I know they got lessons. But all the other one that came, now just fooling President we are, and President we are fooling himself. Look, like when people eyes are open, they got metals and steel contract here. Anyhow you do it, it will fall on your lap. Last night, one other one go care for what you saying, look at the good deal inside. But you're not looking at the bar one that in there that you're taking our train to our railroad. You're taking out for the port. You're not looking at that bouquet one, but you're not looking at the small menu portion of what that people will get. You're happy. Honor President Eddie, let us still lay off people. They will kind of employ them, honor impress, to get impression that they employ him. But before a year can we tell you say I am old press that drop and they start dismissing the people. What will you do at the end of the day like Brent suffer? No, the government, what were using Costa what happened yesterday when Tatoka said you say on the program. He said the government is a 419 government. Complete 419.
Okay.
Nothing else we can get from the people. Thank you this morning.
Thank you so much, DJ Lomé, for calling in. We'll stay taking your calls. Keep them coming in on the show this morning. 0770 102 102 86 010 383. Let me see if I can take this person. Okay, that person slip up the line, but we're still taking your calls. Just keep them coming in this morning on 86010. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. That's the WhatsApp number. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Buckeye, and good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Good morning to my leader, Helen Petro Costa. Good morning, leader.
Good morning to you, Amara.
Good. Thank you very much for the topic today. Buckeye, you hear me?
You are loud and clear. Go ahead, my brother.
Good, I hear your feedback. Thank you very much, Buckeye. You know, you don't need any forensic investigator to tell you if the government live on the basis of lies. The government is extremely beyond all reasonable doubt. They have convinced everyone. And one of the things that Buckeye, you will not be surprised of, do you name leader to tell you, say, indeed, this government is a liar? The government has proven herself to be a liar from the day they came into existence. So the only thing, sometimes only the fool will not understand, that is has to do with the country of Senator Dillon and that of Yomley. And I listen to you, Buckeye. If they are not aware, they are fully aware. You know how they when the Astrometers business started? It started up to a week now. Yet we have not received any communication from Dillon, neither Yomley. So if I say anybody attacking leader based on concerns of Dillon and Yomley, I should have respect for them as a stated, and again, I will not attack any of the supporters. I will go for all of them, and leader will not come to me for me to step down. I will not step down. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Amara. We're still taking your calls. Keep them coming in this morning on the show. Good morning. Good morning. Your name, where you calling from? Good morning.
That person needs to lower their device. I don't know why some people get here, man.
Lower your device and listen to me through your phone. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. I'm James Logan calling from Morovia.
Okay, welcome.
Hello?
Listen to me through your phone. Go ahead, you're live. Okay, I just can keep on with you. You know, when you call, we have said this over and over. stop listening to the receiver. There's a little delay. So listen to me through your phone. That will be okay for you, please. Okay, let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, brother.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
Yeah, brother, this is William. I'm calling you from Panama Junction. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, William. Go ahead, make your complaint.
Yeah, for what Petro was saying, brother, it is true. The food is sound that tea, and that tea will be sound. So what we want here is that we want for Jarrell Stadium to come out and speak to the issue. We want for Nobody Tanga to come out and speak to the issue. Because if they keep standing and they are not speaking to the issue, that shows to us that they are part of this deal. So for what Costa was saying is true. Let them come on and speak. They don't have to come on the radio. They don't have to come on air. They don't come on Costa Show. They don't say, oh, this is one, this is one, the other one. Let them have a press conference and make the people to know that they feel that they are against it. Because if they're not speaking to the issue, the people, the people believe that it is true. This is what they're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take somebody on the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yes, Pastor Charles Aku, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Pastor. Welcome.
Thank you. I had an observation here. I believe 100% the Bible most times tell us that let and just last on our tongue. You know, when we hear these things and people saying like, oh, it's going to pass or do we pass it? It's like we want it to be passed, like the railroad and the cannon port. I was going down Bazoka in the cannon and see somebody, a stranger taking over my property. And then I said, oh, the stranger will take it. The word that we speak, it has power. So it's time for Liberian to stand up and give those criminals that have no fear for God and have no respect for God's spirit.
All right. So what we have, Honorable Yumali is with us.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Call. We'll go and speak to him right now. Before we take the honorable, I just want to play this very quickly. Can you hear it, guy?
Yeah. Go ahead, play. We're listening.
That I am developing this public park as my personal contribution to the people of this area.
There you go, Baga. A personal contribution. But anyway, we will go to that discussion some other time. We're pleased to announce the presence with us, Honorable Francis S. Yuma Ling from the great county of Lupa. He has joined us this morning to give us his position on the ArcelorMittal amended or extension deal, which is currently before the Honorable House of Representatives and the Senate, and it has been debated. And Representative Yumali, we're very pleased to have you join us this morning on the Costa Show. You have been listened to, or you're going to be listened to and watched by thousands in Liberia and around the world. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Henry, and good morning.
Good. First of all, what news from Lupa County?
Lupa is doing great, except the national anthem. The hardship is all over.
I know. I know. It's terrible. Everybody is complaining. So we're going to get down straight to it. This deal, this ArcelorMittal extension, where do you stand, sir?
Henry, I know the ArcelorMittal deal will pass because I know whom we are as a legislature. But I can tell you it's going to be the ugliest decision the legislature of this country will ever be taking. If the content of the deal remains as is at the moment and experiences a passage. Henry, I call it a semi-trusteeship of this country as far as our mineral development, our mineral sector is concerned. because for us, firstly, the agreement is calling for a 25 years extension.
Mhm.
ArcelorMittal got a 25 years contract with the government and people of Liberia. It has gone 16 years, balanced 9 years. Under the Second Amendment that took effect in 2013, it is clearly indicated that 6 months prior to the expiration of the 25 years period, 6 months prior, there will be a review and consideration for extension will be done. Why this government is in a hurry to determine that 25 years should be added to the remaining 9 years, I don't know the reason. Secondly, the railway of this country has to be developed and has to be owned by the Liberian people. Unfortunately, this agreement will give ArcelorMittal the absolute ownership of the railroad. Tell the port as per this agreement will be managed, like owned and managed by ArcelorMittal. Then the next unfortunate thing, Henry, is that the deal is going to have ArcelorMittal experiencing another tax holiday, having exhausted the period given previously in the previous agreement. There are a lot of things, Henry. Then you come to the Social Development Fund for the affected communities, Basel, Bon County, Grand Basel County, Bon County, and Nima County. You know that the mine is situated in Nima. And under the existing agreement, the Liberian government has given ArcelorMittal the right to extract and export 5 million tons of iron ore annually. ArcelorMittal will now have the right to extract and export 15 million. While exporting 5 million, they are giving the affected communities $3 million per annum. You're going to increase the volume of export to 15 million, and you say you can only add 300,000 to.
That's 300% increase.
So at 5 million, you are giving 3 million. At 15 million, you still give 3 million. What's the rationale? So there are a lot of flaws. It is my hope that the legislature
I think he have some internet problem there again. We hope.
Yeah. Representative Yuma Ling is with us this morning. He's joined us to share with us his insight, his position on the ArcelorMittal proposed amendment. And we're learning things that some of the things he's talking about are some things we didn't know, of course. For example, the Social Development Fund that ArcelorMittal should give to the 3 counties in which they operate, $3 million. That's 1 million per county. Buaga, the price of iron ore, I believe, is $105. Well, we lost him. We hope to reconnect with him. We hope to reconnect with him. We represent Yuma Ling. The price of iron ore is about $105. And ArcelorMittal is proposing to increase their production by 300%, from 5 million tons of iron ore a year to 50 million. tons of iron ore. So, Bwaga, that's about $1.6 billion.
Look at that.
$1.6 billion at a price of $100, $105 per ton. 1.6 billion, Bwaga. Billion with a B.
B. In a year.
Yeah.
Just
Then
1
they
year.
gave 3 million. Then they gave the community 3 million. Billion, Bwaga. $1.6 billion.
And Costa, you know, the lawmaker was just clear. He said it will be passed.
Oh, yeah.
It's clear on it.
The first thing he said, said is that the deal will be passed.
The deal will be passed.
Yeah. And one of the things he talked about is, and we hope we can get Honorable Yumalin back because he was saying very good things. One of the things he said, well, he was giving us information, but not very good information in terms of it's painful what he was telling us, but facts, painful facts is what he was sharing with us. One of the things he said is that the deal was amended twice. The first amendment was done by Ellen in 2006. The second amendment was done in 2013. And that second amendment said 6 months to the end of the deal, they want to do something. They want to, then they can bring the agreement up for review and possible extension. But the deal still has 9 years left on it. Bwaga, they've gone 16 years, left 9 years. What is the hurry? That's one thing Representative Yumalin said. What is the hurry? You've got 9 years left on the deal. Why are you in such a hurry?
Oh, God.
Why are you in such a hurry? So, you know, we need to know. We hope we can get him back. Bwaga, let me see if we can get him on video, perhaps we can get him on the phone. But this is very important, the information he was sharing with us. He's an insider. He's made his position very clear that he does not support the deal. And we respect this man. He speaks on key issues all the time that affect the country.
Yep. So
okay, you're trying to reconnect, eh?
There should be at least more time given. You have 9 years, and then you want to add another 25 years to make it 34 years.
Yeah, 34 years. Yeah. Can you imagine? Okay. the same thing we did with Firestone. The Firestone agreement, we signed a 99-year agreement with Firestone in 1926. The agreement is not going to be over until 2030 something or 2024 or something. I believe 2024 is when the Firestone agreement should expire. They extended the Firestone agreement, Bwaga.
Yeah.
Before the deal, long before the deal expired, they extended it. The same thing with, why do we do that? The people in power don't wait until the deal expires. They take money way in advance, in advance. Huh?
You
know, I don't get it.
Is it that we need money so badly as a country that we have 9 years? The company have 9 years to go with their first concession agreement. Then we want to add another 25 years. Why can't we wait? Is it that we are in a rush? Or is it that the government seeing the vision that, if we sit and don't allow this to work under our regime, the money that we should be benefiting, if we are not in that particular position next year, we will not benefit. The other
we will not benefit. The other people will get it.
The other people will benefit. That's just it. I'm saying.
Yeah, that's it. That's the deal. That's what they do. They don't want to wait. They don't want to wait for the other people. Because the other people, they feel that let's try the deal now. Ellen did the same thing with the Lesca deal. They did the same thing.
Ellen did it with Lesca. The APN terminal. Now we are suffering. We are getting difficult time. People will send cars and other goods and whatsoever to the port. To even get your material from the port is another tough problem and serious.
Because the Medtech, the company they give the thing to, the company down.
The company depending on APN terminal to function.
Yeah.
Let Costa and I working together. Costa have a radio station. I have my own small radio station. Then the Ministry of Information go and take the big contract from Costa that have the big radio station and say, yeah, Bwaka, you say a radio station, a small radio station, let me give it to you. And I don't have the equipment to cover the entire Liberia, but Costa do have the equipment to cover the entire Liberia. So they take the contract from Costa and give the contract to me. Now I am unable to do what Costa was doing previously. Now I have to go to Costa and beg Costa and say, oh, Costa, please, my man, the contract they take from you, they gave me the contract, but it's too heavy for me.
You can do it for me.
You
So
have to
what was
come
the point
help
of
me.
giving you the contract? Okay?
Yeah.
Because they say Costa is no longer able to do the job. Or we don't want Costa doing the job anymore. Costa
Yeah.
been here too long. Let's give it to Bwaka.
Yeah.
You give it to Bwaka. Bwaka ain't got the capacity. Bwaka comes back to the same Costa you took the contract from. Then Costa start doing the work. Your system break down.
Yeah.
Because the medtech system or the accelerometer system, I don't even know which system they're using. What are the medtech system or what are the other system? Yeah. But the point about it is, if you say that people ain't able to do the job, or you want to do the job anymore, why allow the company you get a contract to go and give the same contract back to the people that you took it from? Yeah, man, Bwaka, man. Yeah, you just, when you see the thing, you can just sit and say, but what's going on? It just doesn't make sense. It does not. It does not make sense. Look, my people. We know the government got the legitimate authority to do deals. We're not going to sit down here and say, we are is the legitimate president of the country, constitutionally legitimate president. So we're not going to say, yeah, he ain't got the power to sign concession agreement or to do concession agreements. But Bwaka, trying to get the best deal possible. The reason Asila Mita wants this deal, and you know, and President, we should know this. I hope the people from Lands and Mines are not the one pushing him. Oh, President, we are let's do this, let's do this. But he should know this. This is what he should know. You went to Guinea. You signed a deal with the Guineans.
Yeah.
The deal you signed with the Guineans says that when Guinea is ready to start developing the iron ore from the Samedu mountain, they will, because Samedu is right there across the border from Nimba. They are 400 miles away from Conakry. So you cannot transport the ore to Conakry without a rail. There's no railroad that goes from Samedu to Conakry, where they have their port. They signed an agreement. The government was celebrating this agreement they signed with the Guineans. That when the Guineans are ready to start exploiting the iron ore, they will ship the iron ore, they will transport the iron ore by rail through Nimba to Grand Bassa and ship it out of the country through the port of Buchanan. To be honest, when they signed that deal, when they went to Guinea and signed that deal, I was pleased about it.
Yeah, but they themselves, Costa, they were on Facebook.
They were celebrating the deal.
Celebrating, doing everything.
Sam Mulu was the point man on the whole thing. Because Sam Mulu is the Minister of Transport and the rail falls under him, right? The rail. The rail, because they even have a department at the Ministry of Transport that deals with rail.
Yeah.
Now, Bwaka, listen. They signed a deal with Guinea. The Guineans are waiting for the Samedu project to come online, which means for the project to become functional or operational. Once the project becomes operational, the iron ore from Samedu will be transported by rail, and Liberia will collect transportation fee. They call it transit fee. They will pay us for using our rail, and they will pay us for using our port. They were calculating around $1 per ton. $1 per ton. That was not $1. I think $1 per, some kind of money they were calculating. I think a few dollars. But you're talking many millions and millions and millions of dollars. But now, when Asila Mita takes this port and takes the rail, and another idea I had, right? APM terminals. This government did not sign the APM terminals deal. Yes. There is very little room for them to do anything about it. Yes, I agree. But guess what? The APM terminal deal is very, very bad. We cannot do much about it in terms of amending it, right? It's bad because every year APM terminals has the right to increase their charges for handling cargo. Once they increase it, it makes importers to also increase the prices of their commodities.
Yeah.
That's what they do. But listen, boy, guy. If we say to ourselves, okay, send the APM terminals people, the APM terminal people running the port, the free port, and they control it and they determine what they charge, and it makes prices very high. We're going to go and develop and improve the Buchanan port. The road from Monrovia to Buchanan is paved. It's a good road. But have you been to Buchanan lately?
Yeah, I was just there a few days.
Yeah, Ellen paved that road. That's one of the few roads that she did. The road is paved. Okay. From Monrovia to Buchanan, folks, tell me, how long is it? Is it a 1 hour drive or 45-minute drive? But it's not far.
It's not far.
We could go to Buchanan, Boga. This is the strategy. We could go to Buchanan and say, look, since APM Terminals runs the free port, we can't do anything about it. Let's improve the capacity of the Buchanan port. We put more cranes there to unload containers. We improve on the container yard. Thank you, brother. Momodu Kane says it's 45 minutes. Thank you, my brother. The road is good from Monrovia to Buchanan. We improve we expand the container yard where the container lands or where they pack the container. We build the capacity there for the scanner. We put a scanner there. We do that. We do that. We do this. And then guess what? Then we start diverting ships to the Buchanan port. Why are we doing that? Because we want to avoid paying or having importers to pay those high handling charges that APM Terminals is levying on business people. And those high handling charges lead to high commodity prices. Let me give you an example. One of the reasons why the price of rice went up is because APM Terminals used to charge $11 to unload 1 ton of rice, 1 metric ton of rice. This year, APM Terminal increased it from $11 to $14 per metric ton. The rice importer said, okay, we were paying $11. Now you've increased it to $14. We're not going to keep our rice price at the same price, at the same rate. We're going to have to increase it in order to remain profitable. So that is what they did. But when you divert some traffic to the Buchanan port, you improve the capacity of the port.
Yeah.
You divert traffic to the port. Take cars, for example. APM Terminal charges too much money to handle. Now, some of you may not know what APM Terminal does. They only do handling. They unload and they load. They unload and they load. When your vessel comes, they unload the cargo from the vessel. When your vessel is leaving, they load the vessel. So if you could divert some traffic, shipping traffic, cargo traffic, to the Buchanan port, you improve upon the port. If you don't have the money, the government could always enter a partnership with some private company that could take the port, improve upon the port, but not the same kind of deal that APM Terminals has. No, just that company could come in as a management firm, but you don't give them that kind of deal. Or you can even take a loan, Baga.
Yeah.
Or they will take a loan from the World Bank, the IMF. We could take a loan, hire a company to provide technical capacity to provide a technical capacity or support to improve upon the port, upgrade the port, and divert some traffic to the port so that you can reduce your dependence on the free port. Well, isn't that a great idea?
Very good.
When the goods come to Buchanan port, the port can drive it to town. What you will also do, Baga, you will have also by that increased economic activity in Buchanan. Now, Baga, you're talking about more ships are coming to Buchanan, more jobs will be created there. You see what I'm saying, Baga?
Yeah.
Because now you are diverting vessels to Buchanan. You are taking business to Buchanan. You've improved the Buchanan port. You've created more jobs there. You've also caused the prices of commodities to be reduced. Because, amen, Baga, My man, I don't even know what to say. Huh? But let's go back to the phone lines. We're still trying to connect with Representative Yuma Lin there. He's having some issues.
All right, so the phone lines are open this morning 0770-102-102-86, 010-383-0555.
Okay, so Representative Yuma Lin is having network problems. So we will reschedule his appearance to Friday.
Probably
So,
in Lofa now.
Huh?
I said probably he's in Lofa though.
Yeah,
probably.
it's possible. Yeah, so we'll reschedule his I just suggested Friday to him, but he was making some very salient points. So Friday we'll try to bring him. So let's go back to the phone lines and take a few calls. That we've got 15 minutes to go before we close up. Look,
right.
You see, Brother Ben Sauer says he agrees with me. Ben Sauer is a pod user. He's a businessman. He imports. So you see, Ben Sauer, we are not against the government. And you know, and I know Ben Sauer is supportive of the regime, but he's one of those who will tell the regime, look, this one is wrong, that one is wrong, this one is wrong. And that's how you should be. You know, you support people, you tell them the truth. We are not against them as the thing we are. We want the country to work. This is not about being opposition. First and foremost, is for the country to work for all of the people. Every day, Ben Sauer, they're crying. Oh, they won't have happening. Oh, you bring your team to the port. Oh, you do them 1 year. Ben Sauer, that is the idea, my dear brother. You divert, you improve the Buchanan port, you improve capacity, and you divert traffic there. Ben Sauer, you are able to go to Buchanan 45 minutes, you drive your car. Ben Sauer imports cars and all kinds of things. When your vessel arrives at Buchanan port, you can go bring your stuff to town. But you told that one, they say, Costa, shut up. What do you know? And these are they. They don't want to listen. Now you won't get a port to Asila and Mittal to control. Potentially, you're losing a great opportunity to improve the Buchanan port and do great things there and divert some shipping traffic, cargo traffic. You've got some calls there?
Yeah, we have some callers here. Let's take this person. Good morning. Anywhere joining us from?
Good morning. I'm Kula Duato, calling from Australia, Melbourne.
Okay, Australia, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to contribute to the Asala Mata agreement that is in the government possession right now. I would suggest that the government relocate them to Buchanan Port so that they can be able to develop our country through the post system. But with that agreement, if the government pass it, that would be a real threat to our children that will be born, and even including we ourselves are just coming out. So I will highly appeal to the government so that they can be able to deny that agreement.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take another person on the same WhatsApp number. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
This is Artemis Gay from Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy 200 Foundation Day. Wishing you, Henry, and the rest of your crew this day. Today marks the exact day 200 years ago when the land deal at Providence, which was called Kings Island, was signed. So it is of importance and historical significance that at least let us recognize this day. Henry mentioned something that is so important. Those founders of Liberia were merchants. Some of the first ships that sailed between Monrovia and USA were built by the young men that came to form Liberia. So as we are about to have a program at Providence Island today, in commemoration of this event, I want all of us to have a sober reflection to know that it is today, December 15, 2021, that 2 years back, that deal was done.
Okay.
To create what today now we know as Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. More calls on the line this morning.
And Baga, hold on there before you take the next caller. So yesterday there was a post on Facebook about Minister Nathaniel McGill being sick and flew out of the country on a chartered jet. So naturally, people will ask me what I know about this, right?
Yeah.
I've done my research. The information is incorrect. The information is not true. Nathaniel McGill was not flown out of the country on a chartered jet. We owe the public the fact. We didn't post the information, by the way. Somebody posted it, and people will come to us. Oh, Baka, you heard this? Oh, Costa, you heard this? So it is not true. McGill is out of the country, but he was not flown out of the country on a charter jet because he's sick. So I just wanted to say that to my people who reach out to me concerned about this. It is not true. McGill is well. He's out of the country, but he's well. Let's go and take some more calls.
Okay, so we are here.
10 more minutes to go. Let's take a few more calls.
So keep your calls coming in now. The phone lines are still open. Once you put them through, I will take you 0770-102-102, the WhatsApp number. Those in the diaspora, just coming up on WhatsApp. That's +231 888 624171. Let's take this person on the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Kwan Wuso. I call from South Korea. Costa, remember you were on our Asia Premium platform the other time, the Korean hearing that. Yeah, from South Korea. Anyway, I really want to commend you for this topic, but I also recommend that we have Sano Port and we have other ports in Liberia. I think the Guineans can use Sano Port and develop Sano Port instead of all using Grand Bassel Port, because Grand Bassel Port half of it already been used by ArcelorMittal. So the little portion of that we have right now is we can use it for commercial purpose. So as you read,
but the Sano Port is far.
My brother, but the Sano Port is far. They put to look at the cost attached. If you want to
divert cargo traffic to another port, the closest port to do that way is the Buchanan port. Just explain that to you.
It will cost a lot of money again to construct a rail from from there all the way to Sano. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, we are talking about proximity.
It's a great thing. I think we should need to speak about it. That you shouldn't be signed because it will really affect people, especially us are from Grand Bassel. It will really affect us a lot and it will affect the whole country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take another person from this line. Good morning.
From Buchanan to Monroe,
yeah, welcome. Your name?
Augustine Pajibo, calling from the borough of Nukuta.
Welcome, Pajibo.
Yeah, leader, I just want to give you guys a short information gathered from a reliable source. Know that the extra charge that ArcelorMittal will be charging the people from Guinea to use the railway, or we have 13% within that money.
30%.
That is why you see they are interested in signing that deal with ArcelorMittal. But that money will be going to a special account that is not within the eyes of the government.
So anytime, okay, let me just put in a simple term. Anytime a train pass on the rail to carry iron ore, they may get 30% on that in there.
They may have it there. These people are wicked. But one thing that I know that will not be hard to prosecute the government if we have a government who will come to take power and stay firm on behalf of the Ladouin, but not political leaders to take action upon this guy. It will be very easy to prosecute Joria and Interact.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're still taking your calls. Keep them coming in this morning. You will be live with us on the Costa Show. Today is the 15th day of the last month in the year 2021. We're still here taking your calls on the following numbers: 0770 102 102.
About 7 more minutes to go. We'll take a couple more calls.
Yeah, let's see if we can take DJ Lumet back on this line. DJ Lumet, welcome back once again.
Yeah, thank you, Baka. Look, Baka, sometimes, I really feel frustrated when I look at the labor the labor law. You go to some of the construction areas, the way they treat you and what brother and sister, they're very, very bad. I think Costa, one upon a time, you raise an issue about I go, and we're going to go in Pong County there, where the guy use a hammer to knock
MG go.
employee.
MG go.
MSG go. You see, the labor minister will sit down here, they guys will carry on bad practice against our people, and when you go there to complain, you will not get nothing full out of it. And they will just let you, they just play you down. If you hide, maybe somebody look at our brothers and sisters that work only lower means. At the end of the day, even when they say to take that leave, they will not pay them that time. So you see, most of the concession things they are good. By the end of it, for them to implement those things that the guys in black and white on the pole, our ministers, our brothers and sisters that work with labor minister will downplay us. You see that kind of thing going. If even our concession is fine, you got 9 years remaining. Why are you forcing it? Because you want the money now, because you see that 2023 you will not win, so you want everything right, like bring people. I think that is bad.
All right.
Thank you this morning.
Thank you. Let's take somebody from the diaspora this morning on the line. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Good morning, Boakai, and good morning, Hendrik. My name is Napoleon Soso. I'm calling you from Seattle, Washington this morning.
What?
You know, our country is kind of sad when these guys are trying to mortgage everything in their interest. For example, some of us, we grew up in the Ivory Coast. The Abidjan port, the APM terminal is used in the Abidjan port. So they have another port called the San Pedro port. And they have already developed that port, and they are using it, their cargoes that go through the port, that comes from that port to go to Burkina Faso, and also, let's say, Niger. You can imagine to Mali from the San Pedro port. So we can do the same thing. These guys, the reason why they are rushing is because they have percentage on the railroad and also the port. So Liberia, if we do that, we are killing ourselves. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We're taking your calls yet. Keep them coming in.
Let me just say something. You know, I like our people, you making very good contributions to the show. Thank you very much. I just want to say something. You know, sometimes people, because we belong to the opposition, and there's nothing wrong with us belonging to a different political party. So when we speak, sometimes some of you think we're saying so, we're speaking the way we're speaking because we don't like the government, because we want to remove them from power. No. We want things to work in the country. First and foremost, we don't want our people to keep suffering. We don't want the government to fail. At least, not me. Maybe some other people in the opposition want the government to fail, but I don't. Because, we know what it means when the government is failing. Because our people suffer. The bad deals that we sign. And people like to compare this government versus the Ellen government, who has signed more bad deals. You can't compare the two. Ellen signed the deals that Ellen signed. This government has not even signed 25% of them.
Yeah.
But again, Ellen was there for 12 years. This government has been there for three and a half. But the deals that they're doing, these deals are no better. They are no better than the deals they used to complain about when they were in the opposition.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You see, so you can't preach up for something for so long and you come to power and you do the same thing yourself. That is the advice we are giving to them. The deals are bad. You can do deals. You are the government of the day. You have the legitimate constitutional authority to do deals. But please, for Christ's sake, do not do these bad deals. Do not do these bad deals. Do better ones. We're not saying ArcelorMittal expansion will not create jobs. Obviously, they're increasing output from 5 million tons to 15 million tons. That's $1.something billion a year. 1.6 billion. How the hell they will be increasing their production by 300% from 5 million tons to 15 million tons of iron ore a year? The value is 1.6 billion. And then they're still giving the communities, the affected communities, $3 million a year. Let them increase it to $9 million a year, okay? If you increase your production by 300%, increase your social corporate responsibility, development contributions by 300%. Allah?
Nope.
You are getting 5 million tons. Now you're going to increase it to 50 million tons.
50 million.
That's 300%. Increase your social development contribution by 300% because now you're making more money. But why are you still giving $3 million? And at the price of What's the current price of iron ore? Somebody do the math for me. The current price of iron ore. I'm talking about the standard price. Because I know they got different grades of iron ore. But what's the standard price of iron ore? Well, guys, it's over $100 on the world market. It's over $100. Somebody do the research quickly. 50 million tons is what they're looking to increase the output to. 50 million tons per year. I took it at $105 per ton. Well, guys, that's $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion. Hey, man. You make 1.6 billion, then you give us 3 million.
3 million.
I know you got operating costs, operating expenses. I know that. But still, Boakai, let's say operating cost is the 0.6 billion, right? The $600 million. Let's say that's your annual operating costs. In terms, you're talking salaries, fuel, and equipment rental, because ArcelorMittal rents most of the equipment, they rent them, the trucks and all those things. But man, for Christ's sake, man. So let's say you make $1 billion. So you're gonna give us $3 million to Nimba, Bong, and Grand Bassa? And that's why we're saying we want to hear Senator Yomli Kanga. She's the senator from Bassa. We want to hear the senators from Bong, the senators from Nimba. Oh, Prince Joseph will know that's Sanamaswa when I said nothing good already. But the point is, who advises our people, my brother or my friend Ajay? I hope I got your name. Is it Ni Ajay? Is that the correct pronunciation of your name, Ni Ajay? But the point is, I mean, what kind of advice is this? Who advises these people? I mean, I'm not talking about political advice. I'm talking about development advice, economic advice, public policy advice. I studied public policy in school, right? I am no expert when it comes to public policy, no expert at all. But, Braga, you can see the thing and just know it bad. You are giving me $3 million a year for the 3 counties when you were producing 5 million tons. Now you are going to be increasing production to 15 million tons. You still giving me $3 million? Huh? You increase the production by 300%. You don't increase your social development contribution by 300%. They should be in consonance. They should be in proportion, in proportionality to your production or to your productivity. Who advises these guys? You have leverage. The leverage Liberia has, Braga, when you go to negotiate any deal, there's something called leverage. No more calls. I will just end on this. Leverage is where, Braga, you look at the person who wants your asset. In this case, this is an asset that belongs to us. The asset is yours. I will post a video today on my Facebook page. I want you all to go and watch that video. It's a short video. I shared that video with a few friends. I will post it.
Someone says $108.51 USD per metric ton.
For the iron ore, right? Yeah, 108.51 per dry metric ton of iron ore. Thank you. Thank you. Now I will post this video. I want you all to go watch this short video. It's a short clip. And you need to go and watch it. And this video lets you in on how Seresti Khama, the first democratically elected president of Botswana, was able to turn Botswana around into a prosperous, one of the fastest growing economies in the world. They've enjoyed sustained economic growth for decades. How they were able to do it? You make good deals. And the way you make good deals is that you got to avoid selling yourself cheap. You can't go to the table and be concerned about the kickback. Okay? Once you are concerned about the kickback, you will sell yourself cheap. You got to avoid that. And that is what Liberia needs to learn. ArcelorMittal wants to extend their deal. So they want the extension. They want it.
They want it so badly.
It gives you leverage in this deal. They want to extend the deal because Okay? The price of iron ore on the world market has gone up.
Yeah.
So they want to extend the deal. So now it gives you leverage. It gives you leverage. That leverage is what you should use to get what you want. Tell them, look, you are giving our people $3 million a year. Make it $9 million a year or make it $20 million a year. Throw a big figure. Okay. They will beat you down, but throw something big. And Nimba needs the money. Basa needs the money. Bonkante needs the money for social development. Throw a big figure. They will beat you down to something. But you can't agree to the same $3 million a year, Waka. You can't agree to that. Also, they have not employed the 25% quota in their top management to like 25% Liberians. What do, Waka? You tell them, look, before we even look at this deal, we want you to, we want the 25%. Where are the 25% of your top management people who are Liberians? Where are they? Waka, you have leverage. ArcelorMittal will be forced to employ those people. They will employ them. And they can tell you there are no Liberians there who have the experience. There are Liberians who have the experience because they've been working there with them for years. For what? For 16 years since ArcelorMittal has been in Liberia, there have been Liberians there. So you tell them, look, before we even go to the table, you have not lived up to this, do that. And also on the issue of the concentrator, the machine you're supposed to bring to determine the different grades of iron ore. They have not brought that machine because they want to be cheating us. They want to classify all the ore as being low-grade ore so they can cheat us. You tell them, bring the concentrator in. Now, they're going to tell you, oh, we can't bring it right away, but make a stipulation that within a certain period of time, they should bring it. And if they don't bring it, Wagai, the clause should say if they fail to bring it within a certain period of time, they will pay a fine of a certain amount of money. Wagai. You put it in the agreement. How is that so hard to do, you boy? How is that so hard to do? Brother Lamini Kone, good morning to you. How is that so hard to do? They were supposed to build a technical college, a technical vocational college in Nimba. They have not built a college. Okay? Tell them, before we even sign a deal, we want you to put $10 million in an escrow account or $5 million in an escrow account for the construction of the college. Escrow account meaning put the money there now. Let the money be sitting in our account before we even go to the table. But this is how you run. Eba. Put the money in the escrow account before we go to the table. So for the construction of the technical college. You have a long-term mineral development agreement. Why the hell do you bring prefabricated containers for your staffers to live in? When Lamco operated this place, they were living in decent concrete structures. Why are you living in containers?
You're drinking mineral water while the ordinary people there living on, you know.
You tell them, look, this is what you are going to do. You are going to have to build these houses, build concrete structures. You want a 25-year extension. You have 9 years remaining on your first concession agreement. You want 25 years. 9 plus 25. That's what, 34 years? 34 years.
Yeah.
Tell them you're going to build concrete structures. Failure to do so within a period of 3 years, you will pay this fine. You put it in the thing. Amen, man. Amen. Why is it so hard to do that? You know what's so hard to do that? Because you know what? When our people go in, you know what they go in for?
Money.
Jaffing. Man say Jaffing. How does Mandingo make our money, boy?
Welly.
Pele make all it Sangao.
But
so, you could send me, Henry Costa. Put me in a room with ArcelorMittal. When I finish kicking that butt, you will see. I will negotiate. I will tell them the community college you have not built, put 10 million or 5 million in an escrow account to build the community college before you even start talking. That's one. The 25% employment quota in your top management, employ them now. Let me see their names, their pay scale and everything before we start talking. And the same money you pay the foreign nationals, the same money you pay those Liberians. That's 2. 3, the social development money, you are going to increase it from 3 million to 10 million. They will try to beat you down or make it 50 million. Tell them because the price of iron ore has gone up and it is expected that it will stay up for a considerable period of time. Therefore, you want them to substantially increase the social development contribution. Okay, what is so hard to do that? Is that rocket science?
You want to be here for 34 years. We want you to see being housing unit for your team and other people. You can be living in Continue. Why you be living in Continue?
You want to be living in Continue for? You living in Continue? You here for 34 years. You've been here for 16 years. You living in Continue with AC in the Continue? Hey, man. You see the way you tell them, look, you will go and China Union does the same nonsense. They're living in Continue. But you come to my country to exploit my resources. I give you a 25-year contract, and you what do? You bring a damn container? That container you'll be living in? You try that nonsense in my country, I will kick your butt. You know what I'll do? Since I cannot terminate your agreement, I will deport all your top management people. That one I can do. I will deport them. You may be president today. I will set up you see the so-called what they call them? The Bureau concessions?
Concession, yeah.
I empower them to review all the concessions and find out all the concessions to see which one working, which one not working, and where the people have failed. I start deporting the workers the jobs that Liberians supposed to have, that foreigners have, are occupying. I will deport them waiting for the 8 hours. You leave the country.
We want to see their social corporate responsibility.
My man,
what they are doing.
Deporting. When they say deporter in chief, I'll be deporting. Any job that Liberia is supposed to have, according to your concession agreement or to your mineral development agreement, and you give it to a foreigner, I will deport your ass. Sorry for my expression, I will deport you. Because guess what? Since I don't have the legal wiggle room to renegotiate some of these deals, I will deport. I will take other drastic measures. I will do other things. That's what you do. When you deport them, they will be forced to hire your local people, your own people. So the reason our people never negotiate good deals, and it is not just this government. Ellen government did it. The Chancellor government did it. It is because our people are damn corrupt and they are wicked. That is why we do bad deals. And as I said, I will post that video so you all can go watch it. And people come on my page, you watch tens of thousands of people watch the video. You need to watch how Seresti Kama, that boy was able to transform Botswana. It is one of the most economically prosperous countries in the world. Botswana has a population of 2.2 million people. When they gained independence from the British, September 30th, 1966, the GDP per capita was $70 US. They were damn poor. Then they discovered gem diamonds. So Seresti Kama decided that we will not use the diamond money to pay salaries of public officials, to make trips, and for recurring expenditure. We will exclusively set the diamond money aside to use it for development purposes. Why? Fast forward to today. You go to Gaborone, the capital of Botswana, Peking, you see skyscrapers say, yummy, yummy, yeah. Electricity everywhere, running water everywhere. To get visa to go to Botswana, it's just to get visa to come to America. The literacy rate in the country extremely high. People go to good, decent schools. The healthcare system works very well. Of course, they got problem HIV. They got proportionally the highest HIV infection rate in the world. About 35% of the population got AIDS, HIV.
Okay.
But they have one of the largest sovereign wealth funds. They put money away in a fund called the Pula Fund, P-U-L-A, Pula Fund. I think it's about $8 billion sitting in that account right now. $8 billion. And they use that money, they develop, they invest in all kinds of projects all over the world. under their policy of intergenerational equity. And all they have is diamond. But look what they're doing. Oh man, Yuba. Oh man, Yuba. Okay, I see you, man. My man, they have the lowest rate of corruption in Africa. The lowest rate. One of the lowest in Africa. Botswana. Sustained, stable democracy. Free and fair democratic elections on time. Smooth transition of power. A prosperous society. That's what they built. I will post a video so you all can watch it. It's a short TikTok video. And you need to watch it. And those of you who like to watch movies for educational purposes, I recommend you go and watch this movie called A United Kingdom. Okay, you need to watch that movie too. You'll see how this boy took a dead poor patch of land with mud huts and turned it into a prosperous country. Hey, leadership is vision, is political will, is patriotism, is the fear of God. Hey, when you don't have it, you're wasting your time. Your people will suffer. Your people will suffer. And that is what Liberians have been going through because you've had a bunch of dirty Sanama swines running the country. Go watch A United Kingdom and see how a young man called Seresi Kama developed a country, laid the foundation for what is today one of the most prosperous countries in the world. Thank you so much. God bless.